we are caregivers ourselves in Delhi, and we understand this very deeply how this affects. And I was in touch with Amrit uncle for a while for our family thing, and then he's when I went to meet him and I met all his family, and I said this is a very important story to be told, and that was almost like 9-10 years ago. And then finally now, like, he said, okay, I'm okay, since you know my daughter as well, I'm okay, you come into my house and shoot this film. So I mean, he was very welcoming. I'm so grateful that he actually let us do that. Because when I actually talk to her every time, I feel like, she has this lot of energy that she really wants to do things, And she says, I want to be a journalist, can you get me a job as a journalist somewhere to write and stuff like that. And but she shifts very constantly, like in between being a victim and in between wanting to go out there and do something with her life. So I think one of the reasons is that schizophrenia, Parveen is sitting here, schizophrenia is it's a very difficult mental illness to be understood. And it comes in different, it has got a whole spectrum to it, like people with very low level schizophrenia and then people with very high level schizophrenia. Richa happens to be somebody who has a very high level of schizophrenia. So there has been a lot of medicines pumped into her, and but whenever she's so charming and always ready to talk to me about things, always asking how's the film doing, how are people responding to my film. So I'm like, they are responding very well, and we are hoping that we can take it to a wider audience, which is why I want to thank Vikalp. But we were very patient. We were like, you whenever you are ready, we'll just put the cameras and we'll just wait for them whenever she was ready. So we just let it happen in a very slow pace to me.
After her father, is there someone that she's really close to that she has a bond with?
No, actually that's what, that is what is worrying Amrit sir as well, and it's not so. They have a sort of community who can take care, but then we have also stepped forward and said, like we are there, for her in whatever way sort of she's there. So we also stepped like we are like caregivers in whatever way she is.
Yes, there is schizophrenia, but she's very rational and she's like any of us.
Very intelligent.
So a lot of those kind of responses and the way you see the face and stuff could be because of medication rather than illness as well. I wanted to thank you for the way you have done it, and probably because the kind of people they are also.
Yes.
When you think about, when I started watching the film, I was dreading what was to come.
Yeah.
But as it went ahead, I started feeling great hope, and you've given so much dignity and communicated, and they communicate hope.
Yes.
Their story of resilience and that fight and just coming to terms with it and dealing with it every day.
Just
and
accepting it.
Communicating that yes, it can be dealt with, we have to do it.
Yes, we have to.
And so that is something, it's just straightforward, but that's exactly why it is so powerful.
Absolutely. Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, it happened exactly like they show in this.
Yeah.
The trauma happened when somebody passed away, if that's the trigger.
Yeah.
It takes a while. So that's why education is important, because if, I'm not saying that it was not done, but if you figure out the triggers and figure out the change in behavior slightly earlier, it can be slightly managed well, rather than waiting for a very big episode for something very big to happen.
So, which is what Indian families or families generally do, because they don't accept and they keep on waiting, and because they keep on waiting, it starts to amplify. Which is why when I was screening the film at JNU and Jamia and IIT in Delhi, a lot of the students actually came forward and said कि हमारी family में भी है. Something that they will not voice openly.
So during COVID also, Suchita, there were so many triggers.
Yeah.
Achanak se we found that catatonic schizophrenia was becoming higher, because for some people it was a very big change and whatever. But वो ठीक हो जाएगा COVID है, but if you follow stories, 3 years they were stuck in one place, they were not coming out. These are very severe schizophrenia. Being in the field for so many years, I just feel nobody thinks about caregiver burden.
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying it because for my profession, I see it on a daily basis. It's just too much,
Yeah.
and there are not enough things done. So I just feel that there's lots to be done in mental health in India. We've come a long way, still lots to be done. But I feel caregiver burden, support for caregivers. This is a very positive way of putting it,
Yes.
and that's very positive, because it's not it's just love, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it
It's
is love, right?
It's love.
So I think by screening this, you also promote compassion and love,
Yes.
because we've seen the other side also where denial is there,
Yes.
abandonment is there. There are no shelter homes actually. There are so many patients in the hospitals who nobody wants to take home back.
Yes.
Yeah, in the state mental health authority we discussed this,
Yes.
that there needs to be shelter homes, midway home.
Yeah.
But this compassion, this caregiver burden, caregiver support is very important.
My mother itself had the psychological issue, and she had cancer, and then later MDR and spine TB. So she fought for near about 13 years. Unfortunately, she's no more. But she's somebody who went through this psychological issue. So when I asked the doctor what was the exact reason, he said it's like a simple DNA mutation that happens because everyone's body, we all have one bullet loaded, and the right circumstances when comes that we get triggered and the bullet gets fired, and we don't know exactly where the bullet might be going. So we had to be strong. That's the reason I sometimes believe that. And thanks for showcasing the film appropriately, because one thing I would love to take here is like the man in her life. Apparently, because we all forget that the person is going through. Because I was like doing that period, me and my father, because many times it happens. People believe that TB can be spread across. So there were so much of people who weren't talking to my mother. I mean, who were very close to her were still avoiding her completely. But she had spine TB. Apparently, the TB was within the proximity of the spine. It wasn't like spreading enough, but people didn't have the knowledge about it completely. But this is not because of education. This is because of the thought process that it's basically if you cross the border and you feel that you might get hit by a bullet.
There's like an origin story almost why this happened, but I'm trying to understand if that is can schizophrenia be triggered by an actual incident, or it's something chemical and biological which you
So-
can't do much about.
No, so we've done a lot of research on how it happens.
Because when she talked about her uncle finding her uncle's body.
Yeah, that's what they believe. That it's because one of her favorite aunt passed away and she saw the body, and that could be a trigger. The schizophrenia, according to the research and our understanding, because I also do a podcast on mental health, is that it can be. The science says that it has to be genetic. Like it has to be somebody in the chain somewhere. Perhaps we don't even know. Would have had that, and that's sort of the gene is carried through the generation. But if the gene is present, then there it needs a trigger. So that trigger could be something that suddenly happens, like a death in the family of a close one. That could be the reason, or perhaps an environment in which you are living. That could be the reason. So the reason actually medical science is still trying to, we do not have a hold on it. Despite it being 100-year-old mental illness, we still don't understand because medical science does not understand the human mind well. Screening in Delhi and Bombay mainly to the student audience, so basically at IIT and JNU, Jamia, all these places. We were really stunned after we got a response from them. So I'm very curious with this audience, how do you guys respond to my film, because this is an adult audience, and I'm just hoping that what is the kind of reaction this film will get after you guys watch it.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's run by an NGO, Maharashtra Football Team, and they are brave women who are playing football without sight. So we and my team have tried to make a film which which you guys can experience what playing football is all about. So yeah. So I think that is the saddest thing. I think there should be an organization for that, and I think they are planning for Paralympics as well, but it's still not a recognized sport in Paralympics. But I think we can do better because India has performed well in Paralympics in the last recent Olympics rather than regular Olympics. So, I think the best thing you can do is visit there. They'll guide you better than me because my job as a filmmaker was to introduce this topic to you guys, and I think next thing is it's up to you guys to involve. They'll know better direction than us. So most of the time, if they are out, they'll be very confident about it because I've stayed with them. I think it's our sympathy what tells us कि हम लोग को उनको help करना है, but it's the other way around. It's like they literally don't need help. And the Balaji, the assistant coach who coaches them, he never uses cane as well. So he just honestly speaking.
I understand.
She's so
The head of the IPL cell. But what we got was we just use our voices. You can use our logo. Nothing like that. So maybe it's a filmmaker's obsession to spread this topic, and that is what I'm standing for. And I think it's necessary more than my obsession. This topic should be out there. So yeah.
That is help. People will give. Money is there. You want to feel good, go to the NGO and give the money. But where's the systemic change? The last thing which you said, that discrepancy, that needs to be addressed. That is for me, from this movie, yes, I did not know about blind football, so thank you very much. Helping NGO is one thing, and there are many people who will really help and we can do that engagement. But the bigger issue is the system, na? That needs to be addressed, and that's the bigger problem. That needs to be addressed.
There is a whole law. I mean, that disabled people have rights, and I think the last time it was modified was perhaps 2008 or something like that, thereabout. So, and reading law is not difficult at all. We are generally made to believe that it is technical and difficult. It is not. And so they are available in like small booklets called Bare Act. So they're on net also for us to. So for those who have the want to do something about it and want to reach the government to get to do something and be involved in it. I mean, that can be one of the ways to help in a sense to support the organization that's doing such fantastic work.
You know where the goal is.
So basically, there are goal guides, and there are coaches, and there are goal guides.
Yeah.
So goal guides. So they stand. Yeah. So they stand behind the goal post.
Landscapes
Yeah.
and the way it's portrayed, the portrayal was so beautiful, even as a concept of mutism and deaf mutism.
And I found, and maybe I'm putting my own thought into it, but it's also true that we don't hear from Kashmir at all, nor are they allowed to speak. I don't know if the filmmaker meant to say this or not, but that's what the reality is.
There is a very big hospital in Hyderabad called MV Prasad. It's one of the biggest in Asia, and they offer free support and healthcare and treatment for visually impaired people. So that's one thing they could do. Another thing is there's an app called Be My Eyes. So people with vision can also download it, and people who cannot see, you just press a single button on the app and it video calls a random person through that app. So people who can see, they can guide the person that
Eligible for that. But she's in IIM, right? So she was doing a master's there. So she had that condition. She told me it started with steps. She started missing steps. But eventually, I think what I've received from them is like they don't need it. Honestly, they don't need it. This is very vague, but it's our senses, right? The vision is our senses. But if one vision is just taken away from us, we are very scared and we are uncertain, and it's like, क्या हो रहा है हमारे साथ? We never explore or understand that situation. So
that was a one try as a filmmaker to make you guys experience that.